Boys and girls, do you know what time it is? It's story time with Miss St. John. Everyone's favorite time of day. You'll notice I'm still here sending love from the toilet. Not sure why. But why not? Really. But I am super excited to bring to you our new book. I know I always say that because it's always true. I also say, this book is so special to me. But it's true every time. But before we begin our new book, there are some things that you need to know about the setting of our book because just like with Bud Not Buddy and with Esperanza, the time and the place and the society that our book takes place in does have a pretty significant impact on the story itself. So, our story takes place in New York, 1979, and Miranda lives with her single mother in a small New York City apartment. But who's Miranda? I'm glad you asked. The story is told from the point of view of 6th grader Miranda, and we have no idea who she's talking to. Throughout the whole book, she's telling this story to a character, and we don't know who that character is. So not only is it okay to be confused, it is expected for you to be confused. That's part of the fun. Let's take a moment to look at the cover of this book together. The first thing you might notice is that it was, in fact, a Newbery Award winner. You can see the little medal on the left. That means it was voted the best book of that particular year. I believe it came out in 2012, even though it's set in 1979. There are also some items on this cover that you might notice. As we read the story, these items will become more significant, so I'll make sure that with every session that we have that I give you access to the cover so you can kind of pay attention. There might be some clues there. This book is kind of a mystery, which is fun. And something else that will be very helpful for you if you are familiar with the game show $20,000 Pyramid. It came on all the time when I was a little girl. At first, I think it used to be the $10,000 pyramid, then it became a 20, then 25, and I think it ended up at $100,000 pyramid. And Dick Clark was always the host. So I'm going to let you come back to this slide so you can kind of watch this game show. I've included a clip of it so you can go back and see what it looks like if you'd like to. But this is the game show that Miranda's mother is trying really hard to be a contestant on. Oh, and I just wanted to remind you, remember when we talked about Cesar Chavez and the work that he did for migrant farm workers to get better working conditions and better compensation for their work? They make a couple of references in the text to the working condition of farm workers. And I just wanted to remind you that that's something that we've talked about. So, without any further ado, let's begin our story. When You Reach Me.